paying for it, you might as well eat it, yeah. One of the other tricks, if you force it at impact, the ball will climb. And if you hit it high, the other cool thing we now know is, which is good, if you actually hit it high, it's flying with less spin. If you hit it lower, it's coming with more spin. So that's why everything in this game is an opposite. When you're playing into the wind and hitting it low, you're hitting more spin on it, so you've really got to take more club. You cannot force it. You can't say, oh, I'll hit it low and force it, because then you're putting more spin and everything. So let's hit one high and see if it gets there. And then, nice tempo was. Wow. Didn't see it. You got the 5 iron?
Sure, right, yeah.
5 iron? Oh, you got all the... It's my fault, I should tell you what I want first. 5 iron, please, yeah. She must caddy for Gorilla. She's brought me a wedge on every friggin' hole. Gee, me no Tarzan. Okay, so then the knockdown shot. This is your 3/4 shot, but the trick is you still got to see that shoulder. If you turn short, the arms go left. So we've still got to turn it, but we don't swing quite as far. We choke down a little bit. And you've heard us talk about soft arms. So make your forearms feel heavy and swing nice and soft, as if you're putting your right thumb in your right ear and into your left ear. And so you got your arms are softer now. Look, if I go here, and that kind of de-lofts the glove, keeps the loft on the glove face down. So try that, simple as that. Nice soft arms. Aim at it. Right, I'm just going to turn my belly and then go from ear to ear. Belly, ear, ear. There you go. Wow. Any more questions?
Nick, the difference between the first shot and the second shot, any difference in the ball position?
Yeah, lots. But subtle difference. You don't get as carried away. Give me any more balls. Give me a couple of balls. And that yellow one. And the yellow one. yeah. This is another great demonstration. Here you go. Yeah, if you've got half a ball, half a ball, it's like that much. So that's my regular stance. That's the back, and that's the forward. Not as much as you think. That will make that much difference. You can't go too far, because then you're subconscious. Oh, blimey, it's in the wrong place. I've got to find it. So you can play from the same address position. Get normal, slightly lower, slightly higher. I haven't moved anything. So think of it that way. Just a half.
So sorry, the inside one is the regular shot, and the outside one is the knockdown.
No, the middle one's the regular. Middle's regular. That's a knockdown. Back 3/4, half a ball, 3/4, and that's forward. And that's, I promise you, that'll be enough. Don't go this far. You don't have to go to anything like that. Sure, that will make maybe enough difference, and then at least you'll strike the thing. Sure, I couldn't do this in my day, move it around. You find it, but when you, as I said,
and the forward one will give you the higher loft.
Will give you enough to get the thing up. Yeah. And it's very cool with the science, as we were saying. You hit it high, it goes with less spin. So you could play a little further up. You try a soft one with a high one.
Really?
Yeah. Good. See, I would play a fade here, because if I overhook it, I'm on the rocks and I'm done.
Yeah.
So if I walked up and looked at this shot, then I know if I neck it, I'm going to find it. So that's why. And then if I'm looking at a fade, I'm looking at the right side. I'm not even looking at the rocks. I'm looking at the frag, looking at the right side of the green, and I'll try and squeeze it in there.
There it is.
There you go. You see, there's your. So even though that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's away from you. So the most important thing is learning to. You've got to read the lie. Obviously, if the ball's sitting down, or if it could sit up right next to you, you could have very different. You could have a bit of grass behind it. What else we got? Could be right on a spongy bit. Yeah, there you go. You could get. So all of these need a different angle of attack. from the two opposites. So if I kind of make sense, if the ball's sitting down, you've got to go down. Yes, you've got to go steeper. The club's got to come in steep. I've got my 58 degree. I've got to come in steep. I cannot help this. You know, I'd hit the ground behind it if I helped it and thin it. So I've got to come down. So you've got to learn. You should be able to learn to chip where you can literally stand on one leg. So obviously my weight's on my left side, and I've got a nice, I'm connected, and I'm not doing anything more. I'm not trying to go down. I'm just swinging on the arc. I've set my body, and I can just pop it, and you get this follow through. Energy, bonk, into the grass. Energy into the grass, and you should get a bit of spring. So I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to give it any extra follow through. All on the lean. Keep your eyes on the back of the ball where you want to strike it, and it's, you know, just shoulder up, down, popped it. Mishit it, but at least it was heading in the right direction. Okay, great. Chip shot. I've played on the equator for a while. Then have another go. So lean into it. Look at your landing spot. That's really important. That's all you can control is strike and distance. The rest is a calculation. So I look at the edge of the green, and I think just give it a pop. There we go. Better. Tricky shot, this one. Okay.
To gauge distance on that, you're doing the same with there's no follow through, so you're using the same 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, this is a little different. Obviously you've got, sometimes, again, like I've been doing, you can say to yourself, this is, I want you to carry 5 yards. Try and find a club off a perfect lie. For me, it's my 54 degree. If I go back 5'5", it will carry 5 yards. Yeah, try it. Find the club. We're all different. So if you've got a sandwich, and you know, I know to play that shot, you know, you need more than 5'5". This is not quite. This is a little bit of, unfortunately, practice and feel to know what to do. So when it's, so as I'm saying, that, let's go to the opposite. So that one you've got to be down on it. This one, the ball is up. Look, if I go down on that one, I hit it up here. So I've got to go level. You've got to read the lie. You can see it's spongy, it's sitting up. So this club has got to be travelling along the top of the grass. So I want a nice, so this one will have no wrists because I don't want any deviation of club head. So I can line this one up and I can literally just dead arm it. Maybe 5, 6, 6. Now let's try 6, 6. There we go, all of that, perfect. So you have to do that style. Agreed? Go down on it, duff it. Then you get one with a bit of grass behind it. So if we need a bit more spring. So I had a shot where I really would give it a stab. Set the wrist, stab it. So I've got a lot of energy and nothing after the ball. To try and put all that energy, lean into it, into the so set, stab, huh? Get it back. Not easy. Got it again. So when you've got grass behind it, you've got to have energy through the ball. If you try and help that, you get no strikes. Let's try again. So there, give it a stab, better. So all hand stab. The body doesn't do any movement because I don't want to deviate. I don't want any of this where the club could go offline. And then you can get one more. You get a really good line. You can do a siding action, a bit like Jason Day does. You big swing, but with tons and tons of loft. So I've got a lot of fast swing. The ball should go that way. So no wrist break. Point the clip here. So like side in the grass. Give it a shump. So when you want a really short one, you know what I'm saying. If you've got a shot that's how you play when you've got a really short one. Imagine if the flag is right in front of your nose and you've got a bad lie. You need speed, but no forward motion of the ball. You want vertical motion. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is the one when you can have a big swing and the thing doesn't go so far. There you go. It goes that way.
Nick, as amateurs, are we better off having a go-to club that we just like and change the swing rather than try to change 5 clubs?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you're going to go and practice, grab your favourite, find your favourite club, and that has a lot to do with the bounce. So find the one, and your voice will go, oh, I like that, and that's job done. If you fear hitting it a bit fat, when you get these into the grain lines, if you're scared, oh, if I hit this fat, I'll duff it, don't go near that club. Boy, we're already, any of us are nervous doing that. So you're right, find the right bounce that you can trust to do all this. And, you know, 60 degrees is a tough club. You may find it all the way down to a pitching wedge. Well, if you had a pitch, what else you got? Good girl. There you go. So obviously if your pitching wedge is your favourite club because it's got more bounce, I've got to find a way of adapting so I can't fly it. I've got to learn to pop it here, haven't I? So I've got to learn to hit little 3-yard shots. And the body really still, rock your shoulders, just pop them. There you go. At least that's in play, isn't it? And if you get a bad lie, well, you have to learn to compensate, a little steeper on it. Finally, get a really good lie, as I said. You can learn to pick it, glide it through, roll hard, but I agree, find the bounce you like.